Okay, so let's today I will do something. We'll not do the food donation part today, but we will do something related to our library. So let me go to library and see. Let me see how it's going. I will open app.js. So, uh, for example, let's create a module. Okay, let's start the npm for the library. So before, okay, let's start this one. cd many, cd library, ls, and let's start the npm start. We will build something in the library, and then uh, we will do that food donation tomorrow. I'm starting the project. Okay, so this is my project for the library. Let me change the library name navbar to library so that I know where which project I'm working on. So I'll open my nav multi and I'll change this navbar to library. Okay, so it changes to library. Now what I will do today, I will make one quiz application. Quiz application is something, it will take some data and it will ask user to choose the uh, options, and when user will choose the option, then it will say whether it's a right or wrong and ultimately give the total results. So that is what we are building today. So let's see if we have user authentication. So right now I did not put user authentication. So right now I will hard code the user ID, but when I will put the user authentication maybe in couple of days, then we will tie up with that user ID. So what I will do, I will create one folder and I will name it as maybe called as simple quiz. So simple dash quiz. So there can be different type of quiz. I name it as a simple quiz because it's not very complicated quiz. It's a very simple quiz kind of thing. So I put it a folder called a simple quiz. and all my functionality will go inside that folder. So for example, I will create first file called as simple quiz.js. I will go on creating some files. Another one I will create simple. If I need to put some CSS, I will put in this CSS. New file. Then I'll create a simple quiz action.js. And then I'll create another one. Simple quiz reducer.js. So these are my initial files. There will be some more which will come later, but right now I will be using this initial file structure. Also, okay. So first you create these four files as I shown you, and then we will build some more things on top of it. Okay, let me know when you're done. Okay. So now I will go to the simplequiz.js and I will create a component. And to create a component, I saved a snippet here in my Dreamweaver. I don't know if your editor support it. So whenever I want to create a new component, I'll just click this component and component gets created. So then I will change the component to different name. So I can name it as simple quiz. So maybe you can also save somewhere that snippet. So next time when you want to create a component, it should be one click. Just click component, it should be done. And I will not put anything in action right now. I will not put anything in the reducer right now. I will not put anything in the CSS right now. Just I will put in the simple quiz.js. Now I will create one router here in this app.js. Before I create a router, just create this this simple quiz component, and then we will create a router. Okay. Now I will go and create a router. So it will be a few steps, couple of steps. First thing, I need to put the routing part in the import one. That is this one. This one is saying browser router as router and route from React router DOM. So first thing, I will put this one. And then what I will do, I will wrap this div with router like this. I put a router, and then I will end this tag with the router. And now I can put the router here instead of hello world. I can put different routing part. So first route I will create, maybe I can create uh, let's say I create routing parts. For example, I create first routing as route set equal to true and path equal to, first will be the path slash path, that is the main path. Whenever we go to the main localhost, that is called the slash path, and I will call some component called as main. I will create that main component soon, and then I will create another route exact equal to true, path equal to simple quiz, and component will be the one which we just now created it. So which one we created it? It is simple quiz, this one. And here I will import that also. So I will say import simple quiz from. So I have to go to, so I am in the app. I have to go to modules. Inside modules simple quiz. So I will go to dot slash modules simple quiz and simple quiz.js. And then I'll call this component simple quiz here. Right now, since we don't have main component, right now I will comment it. This is how we comment in the JSX file. I put curly bracket slash and then end with the star slash curly bracket. Right now we will be using this route only. And let's see if it works or we get some error. So right now, since we are on the home page and we don't have any routing for the home page, I made it commented, so you cannot see anything here. But if I go to this simple quiz, so we are able to see the simple quiz component, which is this one. So just now add these two lines of the code in the app.js. Okay. Second, you have to wrap around the div with the router. So just wrap around the div with the router. And the last thing is below nav multi, just add this route. Okay. Now you can test it later. Right now, just go on putting the code. Later on, you can test, or maybe you can test it together if you have time. So now, let's try to build a simple quiz. So quiz will be, I will create a set of questions, and then I will ask those questions, and based on that questions, we will be, uh, we will, let's say, display the results. So right now, here is a simple quiz. I will generally these questions will come from the server API or database or the Firebase, but right now we will hard code the quiz as follows. I will create one constant and I will say quiz data and I will create the quiz here. The quiz will be, let's say I create an object. So let's say I have different categories. For example, I have category of games or something called as or something, let's say mathematics. So I create one category called as mathematics, and mathematics will have different questions and all questions will be in the array format. Another category will be, let's say we are teaching the ABCD or something, just a simple word or some simple text. I don't know what should be. Just we can put any category. So right now I have two categories. One is mathematics and one is a simple one, or maybe we can say English test. So we have two kind of quiz. So let's fill some data in the mathematics. So there will be first questions will come. First question will come. I will create an object for first question. Then second question will come. I will create an object for the second question. So let's say if I want to ask 5 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in each question I will have some unique ID called as ID1. Then I have some question. I will ask the question. So maybe I can say, what is 2 plus 2 equal to? This is my question. And then I will say options. This is called answer options. I will ask different options from the user. Options can be one to many, n number of options we can give. Some cases we give only true or false. Some cases we will give multiple one. So I will create an array for the options. So maybe I will say answer is, for example, I will say answer is 4. In the first case, it will be 4. Let's make it a string. Second will be 8. Third will be 5. Let's say I'm giving 4 options, maybe 3. One of them is the correct option. And then here I will say which one is the correct option. So I can say correct option is 0 number. So since this is array, this one is 0 number, this one is 1, 2, and 3. I will say the correct option is 0 number. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So I created a question, I created different options, and then I put the correct answer, right? So let's copy this, and I will paste it in the second one. I will name it as 2ID, then I will name it as 3ID, then I'll name it as 4ID, then I will name it as 5ID. So I will not change the question. Let's say I will only, to differentiate first from the second, I will just put something. I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So I will know that which one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, let's make it this food. I don't know which question to ask in English. Let's make a food category. We will make some kind of questions for the food category also. So I will copy all this and then I will change the content. So I will create a food option will be called as, which is street food. I will create some options. Food tower A. I'll just put something. Food salty B. Food street C. And food what taste is there? Another sour, salty, sweet. Maybe I can say pungent B. And the correct option is 2 number. Since we have 4 options, 0, 1, 2. 2 number is the right option. So similarly, I will ask here second question. Maybe I can copy options will be same. This is just a sample. I'm just creating a sample. In the second case, I will say which food is spicy. Okay, spicy. I have to put spicy here. And I will say answer is 3 is the right answer. Here I will say which is pungent. Here also third option is right option. Here I will say sour. So answer 0 is the right one. And in the fifth case, I will say which is salty. Answer is the 1. I created two categories. One is the mathematics category. So if a user wants to test on mathematics, he will choose this one. And we will be showing the quiz from mathematics category. And if he say he wants to food one, then we will be showing food category. So we will not go and ask user math or food. We will just say if user is asking math, we will go to math and get it math. Because this is hard-coded value. In the real world, we will be making dynamic. We can ask user which category you want to test it, and then we can show that category. Now here we will be doing some hard-coded work, and later on when we build some quiz real application, then we will make it little dynamic. Right now we are just building a simple quiz. We are not putting so much detail. Right now, since we don't have user authentication, I will create a manual user. I will name it as UID with ID of 123 ABC. This is the ID of the user. Since we did not put the user authentication in this project, so we are just putting some UID, that is hard-coded constant. So just create these two constant value in the simple quiz, and then we will go from there. So I may move this constant variable in the action also after some time, but right now I put it here, but later on you can, when I move it to the action, you have to move in the action. Right now I'm just putting in the quiz, simple quiz. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, so we have the data now. We will right now then move to the quiz part. So quiz part will be, it will show the data based on the category, and that category, so we will take that category. Okay, so here is my quiz. So here I have to display one by one question, and based on that one by one question, I will navigate from one page to another page. So let's do this. So consider this as the user has already chosen the category. Now we can make that part also, but I don't want to put that part now. Maybe we can do later. So for example, user has chosen the food category. So I will say here, create a constant category is equal to food, let's say user has chosen the food category. So here I will say simple quiz based on category. And I will put this in the class name equal to container so that it should have some spacing on the left side. Take this on the, so here it's saying simple quiz based on the food because user has chosen the category food. Let's make this in the H3 or H1 tag. Okay. Here simple quiz based on the food. So first I have to display the first question. So first I will get the data. Let's take this. Okay, so my voice was not going, so I reconnected it. So now I can speak. So what I will do, first thing is I want to get this data so that I should show the first question and then second question and the third question. So I will get the data as constant. I will take this quiz data. So I'll say quiz data is equal to, or we can say constant data is equal to, I will take the quiz data, that is this quiz data, and I will take the category of food. And so I will say category of food to see the what data I have to show. I will say console.log data is, let me check if data is coming correctly. So I will do the console.log. So we are getting the data and we are getting 5 questions. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. So we are getting all the questions with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So since 0, it goes from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So what I have to do, I will create a constructor. Right now I will putting everything in this file. I'm not creating action, not creating the reducer. Later on I will move the things to the action and reducer. Right now I just finished the functionality in this file only. And if I feel, I will move it to the action. If I don't feel it, I will keep it here only. So let's build it and we will see how complex it becomes. And if it becomes too much complex, then I will move it to the action and reducer. So here I will say super. So I will say super props and I will create a state, this dot state. So first state which I will create. So before I create this constructor, just copy these 2 lines of the code and put it there. No need to put this one. This one is not needed. Okay, now I will create the state. In this state, first thing I will keep the page number. So if you have seen the data which was coming, so data was coming. Okay, I did some mistake. It's a super structure. Okay, so if you see data has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 numbering, that is, this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth question. So I have to move from one question to another question. So first thing I will put as here uh, the page number. That is, if I'm on the first question or second question, each question will be on one page. So I will be I will be saying which page number I am on. So I will say page number, and initially I will say page number equal to 1. Actually, page number 1 means, or I will keep it 0. That means page number 0 means I am on this question. If I change 1, I am on this question. If I am 2, I am on this question. So depending on the question, I will keep my page number 1, 2, or 0, or 1, 2. So we got this page number. We should also have total number. So total number. So how much is the total number? So we should also know what is the total number is. So I will keep this total number as, since total number will be static, it will not change. So I don't need to put in the state. I can skip it from the state. So I can directly put it here. Constant total number is equal to, I have to say data dot length. So here I can say what is the length of this data. So total number will be total, how many atoms are there in the data. Okay, so now let's go and display the first question here. So here, when user has answered all the questions, the page number will become 4 in the last question, and when it goes to the next question after 4, the page number will become 5. That is, it is out of this one, and then we will not display the question. So here, let's say I will say div class name equal to questions. We'll create one div for the questions. So this part I will show when there are questions available. But when user has answered all the questions, then I will display the results. So here I will create a display class name equal to results, and I'll close the div. So this part I will show when I want to ask question. This part I will show when I want to show the results, that you have passed it or you have not passed it, something like that. And for each correct question, I will give the points. So let's keep the points here also. So initially points will be 0, and later on the points will go on increasing. So if he gives the right answer, he will get 20 points. So there are 5 questions and there will be 100 points. So initially the points will be 0. So now what I will do, I will display the first question here. So here I will say div question, and here I have to say number. Number will be nothing but whatever the page number is, I will add 1, because user will not see 0. He will see question number 1. So I will say this dot state dot page number plus 1. So what he's saying, so I'm not asking you to put it because time is very less now. You just watch it and then copy the file from my folder. So just watch it. We'll try to finish as much as possible, and then later on you can copy it whenever you get time. So I will say question, and this is the question number. Since programmatically we have to keep it 0, but user will not see 0. User has to see one number. So I will say question dot And here I will put the question. So what is the question? Question will be, I have to say data. In the data, I have to go to the zero number. Zero number is this one, because I have to display first question. So it will go to this page number, and then it will have, let's see. So it will go to zero number. This is the page number. Then it will go to the question. So here is the question. So I will say dot question. And then here I will say question mark. And I'll close the div tag. So div tag, I will keep it as H3. So it should look little bolder. We are not putting any stress on the looks now. Later on, you can put looks as you want. So this is the question coming here. Question number 1, which is the sweet food. And then here we have to give the options. So let's build the option now. So here will be the options. Let's put that in the div tag. So here I will put the options. Options will be nothing but the radio button. Since it is a array and we have to loop through it, so we will create a map kind of thing. So I will go to the data 0 and then I'll go to the answer options and I will map it. So here I will say data, and then I have to go to 0 number, that is this dot state dot page number, and then I have to say dot answer options dot map, and in the map we will create an arrow function, and it has value and key, and here I will return it. So we have to give the return the options. So let's build the UL tag here, and I will build, or I will create a div tag. No need for the UL tag. Let's create a div tag for each option. Since this is a map, we have to say key equal to key, and then here I will give the option. What is option? That is the value. Since we have the key and value, if you see options, answer option, we have the key is the 0 and option is this one. So I'll say key and value, and instead of value I have to say option input tag, input type equal to radio button, and I have to give the name of the radio button. The name I can give as options, anything I can give, and value will be equal to the key, because I have to say 0 in the memory. Though I have to display this part to the user, but in the memory I have to keep 0 so that I can match it with the correct option. So here, which I will be displaying it, but here I will keep this part in the memory to map it with the correct value. So when user, let's say, click the 2 number and then click the submit button, I will match this 2 with this 2, and if they are matching, then is the correct, and if it's not matching, then it's not correct. So I'll see the value, and value is key, nothing but I cannot keep value because I have to match with this correct option. And then I will say on click. So when user click this one, I will do something. What I will do, I'll tell you later, is equal to some arrow function, and arrow function will have e as an event, and here I will do console.log. Event is e.target.value. So this is right now I'll do only console.log to see what's happening. So I will save it. I will also do console.log of state, see what's going on. So we have error. Let's see what is the error. So unexpected token. It's saying unexpected token. So something is wrong. Okay. So what is wrong? We created the input tag. We did not close it. So let's close it. Okay, now state is not defined, so we should have this dot state. Now we are getting here. So this warning for now, just forget it. And after the input tag, we should also put the value to display what is there in the options. We have the food sour A, food salty, food sweet, and food pungent. As soon as I click first one, you will see event is 0. I click second one, event is 1. If I click third, event is 2. If I click 4, event is 3. Let's click again 1, then event is 0. So that means whenever I click each one, I get the value of that event. So what I will do, whenever user clicks something, I will put this into the state. So I will say this dot set state curly bracket, and what value I have to put? I have to put the option, chosen option. So I can say chosen option. Initially, I will make it null, and then I will put it whatever user has chosen. So I say chosen option. So here I will say chosen option equal to e.target.value. So I am updating the state as soon as user is putting. So user is choose second one, state will say chosen option is 1. If he say C, so it's saying chosen option is 2. If he say 1, then it's saying chosen option is 0. So whatever user selects it, it saves it in the state. If you don't understand anything, you can ask me in between. I'm trying to explain it in detail, but if you feel that something I want to repeat, you can ask me. So right now I can show the radio button. Now what I will do, I will create a submit button. So let's create a submit button. I will create a div tag, and here I will create a button, or I can use the button which is provided by the React Bootstrap. So I can say here import button from React Bootstrap, and I can use this button here. So I'll use button. So button, I will put class name equal to form control. But I will not put form control. I will just create a button for now. Let's create a button, and here I will give the name of submit, value of submit. So it should show some button. So it's showing the button. Let's make a BR tag, and let's make the BS style. There is one style called as BS style equal to primary. So it will be blue color. It's a blue color. So now when I click this one and I click submit, I should save this in the memory or state, that what total is there. And here I can also display. Okay, that's it for now. Let's see. Let's save the result. When I click the button, I will call a function on click equal to this dot submit button dot bind this, and I'll create a submit button function, and I will see what is the value of the state, because everything is saved in the state. So I will see the value in the state. So when I click, for example, this one, and I click submit, then I can see the chosen option is 2. So what I will do, let's take this chosen option. So I will create a variable called a let chosen option is equal to this dot state dot chosen option. So now whatever user has chosen, that is here, I will save it in variable. But since if you see, this is the string, and in the data we always keep the correct option in the integer format. So both will not match if we use exact type match. So let's convert this into the integer. To convert this into integer, we will use parse int, and then I will put second option as a 10 number. So whenever you have to use parse int, always pass second option as a 10 number. So now if I do this console.log of this, it will be integer, but you won't be able to really see the if it's integer or not. But it is integer because we use parse integer. If I select anything, click submit, so its chosen option is 2. If I'm not doing parse int, let's try to do directly. Then also here it doesn't differentiate it with the string or integer, but it is string if we don't do parse int. So now we have the chosen option as parse int. Now what I will do, I will match this with the correct option in the data. That is this option in the data. Correct. And if it is same, then I will update the points. And if it is not same, then I will not update the points. So I will create one more variable called as points. PTS is equal to 0. And here I will check if chosen option is equal to 3 equal to, and then I have to check it with the data. So I will say data is not here. Okay, so I have to check with the data. Data is created here. So maybe I can pass this data here. After this, I will pass the data and I can get the data here. Or another way is, we already have data in the quiz data category, but then we don't know which category user has chosen. So best is to pass the data here, and we get it here, and I will say data. Then I have to go to 0 number. 0 number means this dot state dot page number. This is the 0 number. After 0 number, I have to check the correct value, that is this correct one, dot correct. So I will first go to the data, then I go to 0 number, that is this one, and then I go to the correct. If both are right, then I will take the points is equal to 20. That means it is the correct option. Okay, so now I will update the state of points to this points, whatever it is 0 or 20, and I will also change the number from 0 to 1. So let's do this. I will say, okay, give me 1 minute. One second. Okay. So what I will do, I will once if it is correct, I will make the points 20 and update the state, and I will also change the page number to 1. But let's see now what I'm doing. Now I will say this dot set state. and I will make this points to equal to this points. Okay, and so what will happen, if I go to the second number question, I will be starting with the 0 again. That I don't want to do. I want to add the previous one with the new one. So maybe I'll grab I will say let total points is equal to this dot state dot points. So I will grab this points first, and then I will say total points is equal to total points plus this points. So it will increase, it will add all the points again every time we update the question, and then I will update these points with the total points. So with the second question it will be 40, with the third question it will be 60, with the fourth question it will be 80, with the fifth question it will be 100. And here, but what will happen when I click the button, submit button? I want to show user whether he has selected the correct option or not. Okay, so that thing I want to show. So when I click this one and I click submit button, I should be able to show user whether it is correct option or not. So right now I'm just adding that 20, but I'm not showing anything to the user whether it's a correct option or not. So what I will do, I will create one more parameter called as is correct. So is correct will be whether I will show the things to the user whether it is correct or not, right? So initially it will be null, that is I'm not showing anything to it. So generally the is correct value will be string just to display whether it's correct or not. So here I will say let is correct. Here I will create another local variable is equal to null, only it will be, or it will be, I will say it will incorrect answer, and then the correct option is number. So we have to tell which option is the correct one. So I will say number plus correct option, but correct option will go from 0, 1, 2. So we will add 1 to show it to the user, because if we use only the correct option, then it will only say 0, 1, 2. Correct option is 0 or 1 or 2. And we will also show what is the, okay, I will just give the number, or I can show the real answer also. So I will say plus sign, comma, that is, I will give the real option also, and to show display the real option, it will be data dot page number, that is 0, and then I will go inside the answer options. So dot answer options, and inside answer options I will go exact correct value. So correct value will be this key. So if it's 2, that means I have to show this one. So what I will do, answer options, and here I have to put the correct option. Correct option is this one. So let's take this and I'll put it here. So this is really a big and complex part. Try to go to the recording to understand how I created this part. So this is something I'm going to data, that is this data. Then I'm going to page number, that is 0 number. Then I'm going to the answer options, that is this answer options. Then I'm going to the correct value. Correct value is 2 number. So I want 2 number. So I go again data, page number, correct value to get the two number, and I put it the key here to get the value this one. So this is little complex part, try to understand. So I make this initially is correct statement like this, and if he has chosen the correct option, I can say correct is correct correct answer. And then I will update the state of is correct equal to is correct equal to this is correct. So what will happen when you click the submit button? It will match the condition, and if condition is matching, it will update the variable that is it is correct answer. And if it is not matching, initially it will give the default one that it is incorrect option. Correct option is the number 3 or 2 or 1, that is whatever option it is. And then here on the display, once he has clicked the submit button, I will show it here, div tag, and here I will show the message if it is correct or not. So I will say, I will start with the curly bracket, and if this dot state dot is correct, if this has some value, then I create a div tag where I will show the message. Create another div tag inside it, and here I will say this dot state dot is correct. And here I will also give one more button once he sees the message that it is correct, whether he wants to proceed to the next question. So right now, so I can give another button, next question. So if we click this next question, I will show the next question. Otherwise, he will see what is the correct option is right or not. So now if this is the page, if I choose the wrong option and ever click submit, though the display is not good, right now I'm not concentrating on the display. So let's say display is not good, then we will update the display soon, maybe after tomorrow we will concentrate on the display also. So if it is, I'll say incorrect option, the correct option is the number 3, that is sweet food. So since I chose the wrong option, it will give me this one. I can do one more thing. I can disable the submit button once he click this one, so that he cannot click again and again. That we will do tomorrow. But right now, let's select the correct option and click submit. It's saying correct answer. If I select wrong answer, then it's saying incorrect answer. Correct option is number 3. So this is all about the first page. Now, when I click the next question, I have to change the page number from 0 to 1, and I have to make the is correct to null again, and I have to make chosen option to null again. So these 3 variables will be changed when user will click the next button, because we want to take the chosen option again, and we don't want to display the message, and we want the page number to be the 1. So these 3 things we will do tomorrow, and if it's done, we will do also the UI part of this. So this is a small project on the quiz. I like this project, and so I was showing you this one. So tomorrow we will finish this one, and then we will take food donation again. Is that clear? Any doubts? I will commit it. I will commit it here. It is in the library folder inside many. It's not another repository. It's the same repository where we are committing every day. We have to go to the many folder. Inside many folder, it's a library folder. Let me commit it and then you will get it. So let me commit it and then you can get it. Okay. Okay, now I will show you one thing. So this is a simple quiz which we did now today. So there is a complex quiz also which I built yesterday. So this is something, the website which I built. I think this website is not updated. I'll show you locally. Let me see if it is, what is the problem with it. Okay, so I built one of the complex quiz which I will show you now. So just watch it. Don't try to do that one now. That is a very complex quiz kind of thing, and it is. Okay, let it start and then I will show you. Just for display purpose, just see it. So it is quite complex, not simple as we did now. I'll let it load and then I will show you. Okay. So now, so this is the quiz. This is for California Baby Bar. I created one quiz page. So, okay, I don't want to do this. So here will be, it's not with the program here. The Here the challenge will be with the other person. So let's say two people are sitting online. I created one quiz. So here you will see the quiz part. Don't worry about this part. Just concentrate on this part, or I'll delete the database, then it will be easy for you to understand. So just think about this part. So let me delete it. Then it will be easy for you to understand. So it's the two people playing the quiz game together using the Firebase part. Baby bar quiz issues category. So let's delete this post. Okay, now you can see it easily. So right now nothing is there. So no challenges are available. I create one challenge. So once I create this challenge, a quiz is created here. So I will be playing with different person, and this is the screen where another user is logged in. Like we do chat, this is something the quiz two people can do. So this person has created the chat. This person has created the quiz challenge, and this person can see that who has created it and he can accept it. Once he click accept, you will see both can see that this is currently a running quiz. So you have to, this user will also say, yes, I am ready to play. He will say ready to play. and then he will again say that yes, I am ready now. And once he will say ready, quiz will start. So once he say ready, the quiz is started. So both will see same question. So see, this is the 24 number, this is also 24 number with the same options. So now if he selects one number, he selects third number, he clicks submit, then this becomes disabled and this person has to wait till he completes it. And once he clicks submit, both will go to the second question. So this is number 66. Randomly question comes from the 100 questions. So we are getting number 66. Now again, he will give second randomly some option. He clicks submit. Then he has to wait some time till he clicks the yes, submit. So once he clicks submit, now both are on the same question, third number question. So they will see the options. They have 2 minutes, but right now I did not put anything, check on the time. I just give the timer, but they have 2 minutes to complete it. That I will finish in soon by this week. So this is the third question. So there he will click submit, submit. Now this is the last question. He will click first number, he will third number, submit, and then he clicks submit. And this is the last question. And this one is this one. So once they submit it, since both have completed all the five questions, now I will show the result page to both of them. And he has got 3 answers correct with 60 points. So he's a winner. And he got nothing correct. So he's a 0 point. He's a loser. And which options was correct, I can show here. So here, correct option was this. He has selected this one and he has selected this one. So correct option is this one. Second question, he has selected this one and this is the correct option. He has selected this one, correct option is this one. Third question, this is the correct option, he selected this. This is the correct option, he selected this. Fourth question, this is the correct option, he selected this one. He selected this one, correct option is this one. So this is something like we did chat, but instead of chat, they are playing the quiz game. So both screen go hand to hand together and we have a very complex quiz system. It's not very simple as we did now. This is a lot more complex quiz system. So did you got it? So this is what I built yesterday in this weekend. And I built also one page where they can watch the YouTube videos. So when we will be building our MyFlix application in few days, so I have this YouTube integration kind of thing which we will use in our application. So we can use any YouTube one in our application. So we can create a page where they can watch videos on our application, and we will be building YouTube like Netflix like application, but everything will be using YouTube videos. So that's it for now. Any questions? Okay, so let's close the recording.